once a week is good. Because they said to prevent prostate cancer, you have to come 21 times in a month.
Who said this?
It's a thing online.
Oh, online.
Yeah. Doctors do say that. You have to come 21 times a month to avoid prostate or ball cancer. All right, sorry about that. Have we hit record yet?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Not to start the podcast and maybe like, let's change the subject away from nastiness.
All right, let's start. Hey, can we do a clap so we can?
Yeah.
Clap. Here, let's all do the clap. 1, 2, 3. That was terrible timing. All right, welcome to the podcast, the Wisecracker podcast, the best podcast. Ooh, the Christmas lights. Merry Christmas in July, folks. Oh, no, it's June still. Fuck. I'm just fucking up this. You guys want to do the clap again?
Yeah, let's do the clap again.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're about to start the podcast. 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to the Wisecracker podcast with Matt Byrne, Mac Naismith, and Sam Naismith.
I'm not doing this.
I almost said James Naismith. I almost said James Naismith, bro.
I think that's the first time we've ever introduced ourselves.
Yeah, bro. I think it's good. People want to know who we are.
Yeah.
People want to know we're celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are real celebrities. You're the Naismith brothers, bro.
I know.
The guy invented basketball. You're part of his seed, bro.
Watching all these guys get drafted to make millions of dollars, and I don't get a nickel.
Oh, you should get it.
My name's Naismith. They said Naismith on the NBA draft broadcast once.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Jay Billis fucked it up. He said Naismith Defensive Player of the Year. And I was like, you fucking bald bitch.
Is there a Naismith Defensive Player?
No, it's the fucking Player of the Year. It's the total. It's MVP award for college basketball, not defense.
You guys should get
I don't
it.
give a fuck about defense. I want
Points.
buckets. The guy the Sixers drafted, in his interview, his post-draft interview, he was like, I hate watching people score. I hate it. It pisses me off.
Wait, the guy got drafted said that?
Yeah.
What is it? What does he mean by
BJ
that?
Edgecombe. That's a Cody Schultz joke. BJ Edgecombe.
Why
His real
he-
name's VJ Edgecombe.
I just heard the same thing twice.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm so
different.
glad they didn't get that
that's
fucking dumbass Ace.
Ace.
More like
F.
Yeah, more like
So the Duke guy, Ace Hardware.
no, he's from Rutgers. I just hated him. He can't shoot, and he had this
Hardware
thing where he's
Bailey.
like, I don't pass out of double teams because I can shoot. It's like, get this guy away from
You
a
could
fucking
tell
team
he
I
was
root
so
for.
pissed. He's like one of these guys who didn't work out for certain teams.
Yeah.
To try to manipulate his way to
'Cause he's
a
lazy.
nice smart kid.
Yeah,
He was too busy smoking weed,
Probably.
yeah.
playing
but-
Fortnite.
Then this strategy backfired on him a bit because he went to the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, so
he
now
gets
he
to
can't
live in
smoke weed,
Utah.
and he's got to wake up for church. That dumb bitch.
Yeah, he's got to be around white women all day.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be around those.
Oh yeah, actually, no.
Yeah, he's
Oh shit!
rock
oh no!
hard mountain. Yeah, actually, good
Yeah.
for him. This
He'll figure out
this is
a way to
blessing
make
in
it.
disguise.
He'll figure
for
out a
him.
way to make it work.
The Mormons will give him a good work ethic and white women.
He'll become like a hunter, like Karl Malone. A hunter.
Yeah, he'll be the youngest hunter. He'll hunt for young prey.
Yes.
But what's weird is people never mentioned that until like 5 years ago, and that's now the only thing people remember Karl Malone for.
Well, it's not like there's evidence of it or anything, except for the fact that there's a kid
Oh yeah, but I'm saying nobody
with a
talked
mom
about that.
14 years older than him.
But I was saying nobody talked about that while he was playing, and this was common knowledge the whole time.
Well, that's why
was
his
a different
original name
era.
was the Milkman, not
Oh,
the
yeah.
Mailman. Because he would show up to people's houses and fuck their kids.
It was a totally different era with like hand checking and statutory rape.
Yeah, him
I
and
love
Kobe.
90s basketball so much better.
Yeah, him and Kobe.
In the NBA today, you can't even go to a P. Diddy party.
Yeah,
Back in the day, you could go to a P.
they
Diddy
don't
party
even
and get
feed,
away with
they
it.
gotta
Yeah,
feed
2
the
years
big
ago-
man children.
2 years ago, Ben Simmons and LeBron could go to a Diddy party together.
Yeah, back in the 90s, we used to go to Puff Daddy parties, and we used to play hard defense.
In 2022, we used to do that too. You ever see that video? The 2022, you're like, oh, every celebrity is here. You're like Ben Simmons. You're like guys who are like, how are they even invited? You're like Tyrese Maxey's there. Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Obama.
Yeah.
Obama's kids are there. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's what they should have done for Diddy parties.
like-
is have some kids there to kind of not to like have be pedophiles, but just be like, it's a party. Yeah, they're out in the fucking kiddie pool.
You also don't know who's going to hit
That would have made
big.
it so much worse.
Right.
That would have been like, yeah, we have all these extremely fuckable kids here.
I need blackmail on everyone. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to be successful.
Why has it gotta be
or in a position
blackmail?
of power?
Shit,
well, I'll
let's call
say
it
this: on the
white mail.
Epstein's Island had some weird celebrities who didn't pan out also visit.
Shit. They call it black mail. They should call it white mail because that shit's sneaky as hell.
They should call it white package.
Shit.
Most mail is white.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
mail
that's
is
true. A fucking envelope. I've never seen a black.
Hello,
envelope.
my name's Blackmail. Yo, the Pottery Barn, they got a deal on something. Just literally blackmail. Shit.
Yeah, I got a discount magazine to Ross.
Shit, you want a Costco membership? Just sign up on our website.
Sup, it's me, your bills.
Yeah, it's your gas bill.
It's me, William.
You owe $60.89
Is
this
William
month.
more black than
Ace
Bill?
Billy.
Probably not.
Hey, I'm black. I'm Blackmail. My name's William.
Yeah.
My name's Will. I am.
Yeah.
William Smith.
That is really funny. Blackmail, and it's just you open the mail, and it's just a black voice reading all of it.
Like Blue's Clues.
Shit, shit! You about to have to foreclose on your house.
Here's the mail. It makes me scared. It really makes me want to call the cops.
Oh, you owe the urgent care some medical bills. You a couple months late on your medical bills. You're like, oh no, the blackmail. I'm getting blackmail. Like, oh, somebody's trying to take you down. No, my mail is black as hell right now.
Mail that steals itself. All right.
Yeah, I think the bit ran its course.
I'm
that was really good.
not taking any more part in that. I was almost going to pitch, what if Blue's Clues was Black's Clues and it was a black dog?
It's just
Actually, Bill Cosby
But I didn't
just
feel
dressed
like,
like
I
the
didn't
guy from
feel
Blue's
like
Clues.
doing that.
Go ahead.
No, I don't have anything.
Carl's
to riff on.
Jr. Don't watch this, but
Karl Malone's Jr.
yeah, Karl Malone Jr. We get the finest meat here.
Fresh.
We got the freshest meat up in this motherfucker. I'm just kidding. I'm lying.
I'm
Back.
lying.
Call back.
What have you boys been up to this week? What's been going on? I feel like this is a weird week.
I've been shedding a lot.
Yeah, you got big burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw something on Instagram that said sunscreen does not prevent melanoma. It just prevents getting burnt.
What?
Oh,
I
it
agree
don't
with.
it don't protect against melanin.
No. Was that sunscreen of yours expired or something?
No, it was just
Damn.
store brand with all the
What
poison.
happened? Oh, that really was the worst.
UV was
I've been
11.
burned since
Oh,
I was
did it
a
hurt?
kid. Yeah.
you know
I
the
didn't
big
get the
problem,
hell's itch
though?
like you had.
You didn't let me rub it on you.
Yeah, you were
that's
trying to go
true.
solo.
I did it myself.
Mac was taking the sunscreen, and it was spray sunscreen, and he puts it really close to his body like that.
Yeah, you were criticizing my technique.
I think that's why you got
Maybe-
all fucked up.
maybe it's
Dude,
my
you
technique doesn't work.
need a strong man or a not so
Yeah.
strong woman to put sunscreen on you. You can't be putting that shit on yourself.
No, you need
Why
a
not a
guy with
strong
big
woman?
hands to make sure they cover your whole
Yeah,
body.
you have to have your brother lather you in the sunscreen.
I'll
Yeah.
touch you. I'll touch the curve of your body.
Nah.
Yeah, bro. That's
I
true
thought
brotherhood.
I thought I could take care of myself, but
Brotherhood of the traveling pants.
What would that be? I don't know what Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
it's just
either.
a
They
bunch
just
of girls
keep
and
getting
they
fucked in the
share
same
a pair of
pants.
jeans that somehow fit all of them.
Wait, what is Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants about?
They're like magic jeans that fit all these women's different asses.
Yeah.
And what they get fucked better? Did I watch the wrong movie?
Yeah, and then they
They
get
just keep
fucked
getting
better.
fucked. I think they keep getting. It's like they use the pants and then men
Keep
want
getting
them.
fucked better.
Yeah. Yeah, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, the porno, I think is what we rented.
There are a lot of those '90s movies for women where it's like, what? I just found out that I'm a princess. I have to move to England and live in a castle. And now movies for women are like, I'm bisexual and depressed.
Yeah.
And I have cancer.
What if you weren't a princess?
We need to start
and you had
making
anxiety?
good movies for women where their fantasies are like, oh, I get to go on a date with Donald Trump.
yeah.
And not this shit where it's like, it's hard to be a woman. It's like, they already know that.
I became trans because my counselor told me to.
Yeah, we don't need any more of these, like, I have cancer and I just fell in love movies. That's fucking done. We're done with that.
That's just
We're in
what
the golden age of America. We have to have women want to, find out that they're so good at kicking a soccer ball.
Yeah,
they have to move to England and live in a castle.
Kick a soccer ball.
Yeah, why do they keep
Kinda like
making
Beckham.
movies about how I manipulate women with cancer? Why do they keep making movies
Why are they always
about
making
that?
Netflix documentaries?
Why do
about
they make the same movie about me manipulating a woman with cancer and having sex with her?
Sydney Sweeney, Matt Byrne in... It's stage 4. Stage 4 love.
Stage 4 pussy cancer. She's got stage 4 pussy cancer. Ooh, I knew something smelled
What
weird.
is
down
pussy
there.
cancer a thing?
Yeah, there's like vaginal, like
any cell can become
yeah,
cancerous.
shit.
Even the best cells, pussy cells.
Yeah, because I remember,
Even-
like a gynecologist can lick your pussy and determine you have cancer.
Did you know the tissue of the inside of a
saves
vagina and the inside of a man's mouth is the same?
Wait, what?
No way. So
Yeah.
there's nothing gay about kissing a man
When
on
you're
the mouth
in
that's
when
like a vagina?
when you're in the womb, every embryo starts off as a woman, and as you develop, for women, their pussy turns into a pussy. For men, it turns into a mouth, and then their dick shifts around.
Oh, so now I can just call it my regular pussy instead of my mouth pussy.
And that's
I don't
why
have to change the name anymore.
that's why women aren't naturally good at speaking like us men.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say giving head.
That's what
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
I wonder if guys are better at giving head. Probably, right?
I don't
If you
want
know
to
the equipment.
Actually, as a person who got molested, I was pretty bad at it. I was pretty bad at it when I tried it, and he was pretty bad at it too.
Goddamn. Yeah.
Imagine being a pedophile who sucks at sex. Fuck
They
you.
all kind of do.
I know.
They're pretty bad.
That's
Probably
why
the
they're
thing.
pedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's probably not why.
They have no riz.
At least be Karl Malone. What are we talking about
Or
here?
that Wander Franco.
Wanda Sykes.
He wandered into the wrong fucking minor.
I wanted to.
He's
the
got
wrong
two.
place.
What happened
He's
to
got
him?
a 2-year prison sentence in the Dominican Republic.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Wander Franco. He was the shortstop for the
Talk
Tampa
about a
Bay Devil
cancer
Rays.
cell.
Oh damn!
Dominican
Catching
jail.
a case.
Yeah.
That
I
case
would
rolling?
not want to be in Dominican jail. They probably let you drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have to.
They have.
They like play dice.
Well, Dominican jail is awesome. Everyone's wearing wife beaters and grilling all the
It's
time.
like no
Yeah,
different.
they
Just
like
playing baseball.
they let you
and
drink
fucking-
outside and talk as like play loud as fuck music at 3 a.m.
The prison
Dominican jail.
is like still has fences and barbed wire, but
Yeah.
one of the walls is just the ocean, and they're on the beach 24/7. It's like Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, bro.
You guys don't watch Bachelor. I'm the only fucking gay guy.
I saw
here.
an ad for Bachelor in Paradise.
No,
that
you're not
looked
the
good,
only
though.
one.
They're bringing on everyone.
Yeah, they're bringing in the
They're-
golden.
and they're bringing in the
you
golden
fucking let me to
bachelors.
hang in to dry.
Well, that's all I know about is this one commercial.
They're bringing
I
the
saw.
Goldens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Golden
it's like all these
bachelors.
young people hanging out on an island trying to fuck, and
And
then
their
they just
parents.
dumped a bunch of 60-year-olds on them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have to
woman's
be
like,
on the same beach.
I
if they're
got
gonna
new
mingle.
knees, and I can't wait to use them.
Oh, they're gonna give these kids polio if they fuck them.
I did see the trailer for
The
that.
sexually transmitted disease of polio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're just in an iron lung. Oh, what happened? I fucked the Golden Bachelorette
That would be kinda-
in Dominican jail.
Some of them are hot though.
They put me
Some
in
of
the
those
iron
golden
pussy.
bachelors are. You're like I'd tap.
Well, they're
that.
the golden. They're still golden.
Yeah, bro.
Bachelors.
If you, a golden bachelorette, you can creep by her because she can't get pregnant.
I think ever since
True.
the olds invaded my gym because their gym closed, the one bachelor.
They closed the gym in Old Town.
Yeah.
Do you get turned on by old ladies at the gym?
No. There is one woman that is like in unbelievable shape, and she's got to be probably 60.
You gotta hand it
That's
to her.
hot, bro. You should talk to her.
No, I just every time I see her, I tip my cap. I'm like,
Like, is this
Good
You should ask your girlfriend if
is
you get
this
pussy from
Golden
60-year-old
Bachelor in Paradise? Because I just came my pants. Hi, Sam.
and then
What's your name,
And then
beautiful?
the inverse. There's that fat bitch that clogs up the parking lot every single time
With her body?
And then, not even in a car. And then she goes on machines and just sits there for 5 minutes and then gets up, doesn't do anything, sits on the next one. And I fucking knew I hated her. She wore a shirt the other day that said, "Immigrants aren't criminals. The president is." And I just, I was on the, what was I on? The fucking
Lat
fly,
pull down.
the chest fly machine. I put it on full weight, 230 pounds. And I was just looking at her. Just like, and she's just sitting there with her big stupid glasses.
Should have called
I had
it.
a kid-
I wear my shirt that says
I oughta
"Guns
kick
don't
your
kill people." The
ass.
president does.
Oh God, yeah. That's actually a better shirt.
You missed him. I won't miss you.
Yeah.
Was she just there to stress test the gym? Maybe.
Oh yeah. She was like a plant by management to see like who here is a fucking spaz.
Like she tests the weight and the durability of the machines, and also is
yeah.
trying to get under your skin.
I see what you mean.
Let's see if
like,
thick
see how-
bitches can
No,
work
yeah,
out
it's
at
an
this
all
gym.
around stress test.
Is she gonna bend the bars because
Yeah.
she's so fat?
Let's see if fat whores can be at our gym.
even
Is our
freak
equipment
out.
strong enough for the fat whores who are annoying? Yeah, that shirt does annoy me. I mean, did he call ice on her?
Yeah, just precautionary. What's the number for ice? Is it just?
I don't know. We
ice
should
on
give
the
it out to our
keypad?
listeners.
I think it's 911. You go. Hey, could you bring an ice guy here?
A lot of the
ISIS?
landscapers by me have started wearing like American flag hats. And I'm like, that's so smart. Because even if you're not, or like if you are illegal, it's like, what are you going to do? Arrest me? I love this country. And it's like, that's such a bad look if you're arresting someone with an American flag shirt.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, because that's what I was saying. Because people doing like the ICE protests, I'm like, there's no illegal immigrants there because they don't want to.
Yeah, they're staying away.
Because they're not like, hey, stop
No, I
being
mean, I
against
clocked-
us and be like, oh, you're an
All those
illegal immigrant?
protests would be easy honeypot operations.
Oh,
where you're
yeah.
like, yeah, there's a big protest over here in this van.
No,
The
it's-
protest is inside the van, everybody.
Yeah,
It's just white socialists.
Yeah.
yeah. That is maybe that was a psyop by ICE to be like, let's do a protest. We might catch a few there.
Someone
not?
sent me a 50 Cent a video 50 Cent posted where basically the new mayor of New York, the Democratic nominee, that Muslim, he was
Yeah.
talking. He was like, "Yeah, well, so basically we're gonna want to raise taxes for the 1%, which is anyone that makes over $1 million, to 2% flat rate increase, and then we're gonna want to tax corporations that are working in the city, not just based in the city. So if you do business in New York, we're going to tax these corporations." And when he said, he's like, "But don't tell 50 Cent about the 2% tax increase because I know he doesn't like that." And 50 Cent was like, "I'm going to send this to Trump, you little bitch." And I was like, but watching that clip, I had someone send it to me like, "Isn't this crazy?" I was like, no.
Yeah, rich
it's
person.
not that exciting to get excited over.
No,
Can't-
people
I
are
can't
getting
get
riled up. They're
excited.
like, they're going to put a burqa on the Statue of Liberty. I'm like,
That would-
whatever. Oh, it's French already, and that would match what France is. So I like this.
Yeah.
I think I like this guy. I don't like that he's a. I was like, I like this guy, or I don't love him, but I looked into it. He's in a Disney movie. His mom's a fucking like producer and an actress.
He's been in a
yeah.
Disney movie
He's been in a Disney movie. He's a fucking
about
he's
the
a narc.
boy who became mayor. There's
Yeah.
nothing in the rules says a Muslim boy can't become the mayor of New
Yeah,
York.
the boy. It starts the opening scene. Well, the opening is him drawing the Mickey Mouse ears with a wand, and then the next scene is him looking and the plane crashing into the World Trade Center. And he's like, "Muslims can do anything in this city."
What? Wasn't there a Disney movie about the World Trade Center?
can do that, what can one of us do?
Wasn't there a Disney movie about the World Trade Center attacks or no?
Oh, you're thinking about Corey in the House.
Because I think you ever have like a
Oh
childhood
yeah, it was
memory?
a very special. It was a very special episode of That's So Raven, where she kept predicting 9/11, but no one would believe her.
Yeah, she's just in school.
You ever have a
No.
But ever have a childhood memory you just completely misremember something? I think that's it. Because I'm like, I remember watching a Disney movie about 9/11, and I think it's a completely false memory.
Look it
Yeah,
up.
I'm not
Because
sure.
nobody.
You're the movie and dates guy.
But I was saying, I don't. Because every time I've mentioned that, people go, huh? Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Because I go, there's a movie where 9/11
was it like
happens.
I mean, there were quite a few movies about 9/11 that probably aired on TV at some point. Like, isn't there one Whoopi Goldberg's in?
Yeah, with Charlie Sheen.
Charlie
They're
Sheen.
They're stuck in it's like a mono scene. They're just in an elevator the whole movie.
And the elevator's in the World Trade Center,
I think so.
and it's
yeah.
9/11.
Yeah.
I'm looking up 9/11. I also think, actually, maybe now that I think about it, maybe I was just watching 9/11 footage at the time.
Yeah, you were probably-
And I
And then
thought it
your
was
mom
Disney.
runs over and switches it
interrupted.
to Luck of the Irish.
Dude, I actually think that might be it. I just
Yeah,
realized.
you're just combining. What's that movie?
The
where
Luck of the
kid turned
Irish.
into a
Did you know that
leprechaun
no-
after 9/11?
The luck of the Irish. No Irish people showed up for work in the buildings that day.
Sam, I literally can't believe it. I do think that is what happened.
It's probably that. Yeah.
Wait,
Just
Tiger
combined.
Cruise?
My distinct memory of
Tiger
9/11
Cruise.
is
Wait.
thinking,
Disney Channel's forgotten 9/11 movie.
Oh,
Bro.
Mandela effect.
Whoa.
Oh, you're thinking of Aladdin.
It's called Tiger Cruise.
Tiger Cruise.
Whoa. All right, might have been that. But
What happens?
it could also.
Yeah, do a synopsis.
Is it like? Is it completely 9/11 centered?
It's about the U.S. Okay, commander of the U.S. Navy retires from service. Blah blah blah.
Is it Disney Channel Ridge?
Yeah, on September 10th, 2001, the Tigers are
One day
excited
away
about
from retirement.
the day's upcoming air show, whatever, jets. So it just looked like it was.
Well, we got one hell of an air show that day.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's from the view of a military brat. Oh my god, I don't, but I could also be misremembering it because I remember I saw the Twin Towers collapse.
Yeah.
But I do. When you said the Luck of the Irish, I was thinking that was the 9/11 movie.
Yeah. Why didn't they just put smart house technology into the World Trade Center?
That's what I'm saying.
Self-destruct mode activated.
My dad was in the World Trade Center the day before.
How have we never talked about that?
Was he one of the art students?
No, he was. He had a meeting there the day before.
Was he fixing the air conditionings?
Yeah, he had a meeting there the day before, and he was supposed to go back in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro.
Why didn't he?
I think the meeting got canceled.
Yeah, how many
Yes.
people saw it happening and were
Meeting
like,
canceled.
I need this job.
Oh
It's a
my
job
God.
interview. I need to go in that second tower.
No,
I
the
need to
economy
go."
was good back then.
Actually,
true.
if you had if you didn't like your job there, though, what better day? Because sometimes you ever like
There
wake-
definitely is footage of people that are like drinking, looking at it from their apartment.
My
or
friend's
whatever,
dad
and
was
they're-
hungover. He
They're like,
should have been
yeah, but I
there.
think a lot
He
of the
was
people
hungover.
are like, oh yeah, like it's just a day off work. What a crazy day off work. But that's all it is.
Snow day.
I don't want to say the J word, but you know, if you're at a job, sorry. But I was saying, if you're at a job you hate, like some days you're like, I wish this whole fucking place would blow
Oh
up.
yeah. I used to think that
Can you
about
imagine
like
9/11?
school every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going
bro.
downstairs, I'd be like, what if I just fell?
Can you imagine, bro, the look on a finance kid's face when he realizes it's like that's not the world I want to be in? Fucking your whole building blows up, and you go, nice.
I'm gonna
No
now.
work. You can't even work
Now I'm
remote.
gonna pursue improv.
Yeah, now I'm going to pursue improv and be 57
The
years
true
old.
tragedy. A lot of those finance bros were like, "This isn't the life I want to be a part of, and this is my wake up call." And then they went on to the arts.
Yeah, and then failed in that.
Yeah.
But also, what's sadder though?
9/11.
No, but I was saying, what's sadder, the failed artist or the miserable finance guy?
Definitely failed artist, because the miserable finance man can at least pay his bills.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, that was the dumbest question I think I've ever asked ever. I should.
I was
fucking,
distracted by this gnat.
I should fucking be.
We got to do something about
I
this.
should be kicked off the podcast for that question.
Yeah, you tuned in for the fly episode.
But speaking of disaster on-screen depictions, I've been watching AMC's The Terror. Have you guys heard of that?
Oh no, what's
it's
that
about the HMS Terror.
Oh yeah. We talked about that before.
The British expedition that is trying to find the Northern Passage through the Arctic.
Yeah.
And then it gets stuck in the ice with its sister ship. And they're not interested. I started watching the show because it's very interesting. There's so much.
If you want to see some nice,
I made a stupid I asked a stupid question and I thought about my stupid question.
If you're into,
you don't need to think about it.
What?
You don't need to think about it.
No. I thought about it. I literally was like, what's better, a failed artist or a guy who makes $100,000 on Wall Street? I'm like, what fucking kind of question is that? Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever said.
You're trying to open up conversation.
That is the dumbest thing I can't believe how dumb that was. I'm like, and now that's recorded forever.
Yeah, that does.
No one listens to this.
Nah, bro. This is going to be the one episode people listen to and the one part people listen to. All right. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to yawn.
Oh, yeah. If you like...
that would be really funny. That's just what we started to do when someone starts talking about something we don't really care about. Just... doing barely squeaking in a 59-minute podcast episode and having to just be like... like we're so bored of it, and then we're like, why is no one watching this?
I wonder, you know how yawns are contagious? I bet we could get listeners to yawn if we were yawning.
Yeah,
oh god.
See, I don't think the fake yawn works. I can never tell when women are fake yawning.
Yeah, especially when you're fucking.
It still makes me come. I don't know.
Especially when you're fucking the mother sleep and you're like, oh no, they're waking up. That must have been the worst when Bill Cosby was fucking a woman. He hears the yawn. He's like,
am I boring?
More ether.
Am I boring?
Yeah.
What about this is boring to you?
You think this is boring? You think you can snore in front of me?
Oh, but the HMS Terror. The show starts off, and I'm like, no spoilers, but this thing happened, 150 odd years ago, more than that. And I was like, I think everyone dies on both ships. I think the whole, 120 crew dies. And I was like, what is this all just going to be historical fiction, which I'm not normally into? Because it's like historical fiction is usually worse than actual history because it's some fucking gay writer being like, I'm gonna make it better. It's like, okay, just tell me what happened in Pearl Harbor. I don't need to have like a fake Ben Affleck storyline.
Yeah.
So, but
we don't even know what Ben Affleck was actually doing during Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
he was watching a Disney Channel original movie, and he got it mixed up. He's like, isn't there a Disney Channel movie about Pearl Harbor?
I'm gonna make the score a Nickelback song.
But so about an episode, and the first episode, it's like, man, it started because I was with my girlfriend and she was like, can we watch the Last of Us? And I was like, I can't watch that show. I cannot do it. But instead of just saying that, I was like, I don't really want to watch a show that's a downer. So then I picked a show about a boat that gets trapped in the ice and the crew starts eating themselves. But the first episode's very gory. But I'm like, okay, they're just trying to be like, this is what we think happened. And then at a certain point, like, there's a monster, and it's like, oh, but it's just a polar bear, and it's not. It's like an an Inuit spirit beast yeti.
Yeah, I don't know if that actually happened.
There's no way. I think
they just found a bunch of well-preserved bodies.
So how long?
It gets very supernatural.
150 years ago, this is supposed to be based on?
It was like 1850.
Okay.
Earlier than that.
Okay, well, so they're trying to I hate when they fictionalize a thing that actually happened to a degree where you're like, obviously this is not what happened.
They use the real people's names and everything, and I'm like, this is disrespect. Like, they make the captain look like an absolute fucking dumbass. But then I will say, I looked up a picture of him, and he looks like a fucking dumbass. So maybe
he did get everyone killed.
Yeah, he did literally be like, let's go sail our wood boats into the fucking ice.
There was a guy, I think it was from Remember the Titans or something.
Yeah.
That like actually sued.
Yeah, the
movie.
racist coach from Remember the
Because
Titans.
they like use the guy's real name and then they make him this like cartoon racist.
He
And
took-
like,
really?
wait a minute, I
He took
wasn't
his
that
family
bad.
to see this Disney movie, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
First of all, I remember 9/11 in this thing. Second of all,
And he's like, yeah, they weren't allowed to play by state law. That's not my fault.
I was following the law when I said you can't be the quarterback.
Yeah, they're like, there's literally segregation, but you're like, it's like I decided it for some reason.
But then again, that is something that an old racist would say. It's like, I wasn't that racist. It was about states' rights.
To be fair, though, it's like, can one person be that racist, though? Because, like, in those movies, they make the coaches seem like they decided this,
Who is the biggest racist
not the
ever?
government. Well, because I was like, it's all the government.
Malcolm X?
What? yeah. Malcolm X
Yeah.
is. I mean, he kind of was racist. In,
No, he saw the way.
Yeah. But
Once
then
he
got
found out that
killed.
there's
Took care of
other
him.
types of Muslims, he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like,
You
wait.
can be white and be a Muslim?
He's like, what? And
The
then-
problem isn't about race. It's about that we're not all Muslims.
And then he's like, oh, what's that hand in my pocket? And
And then the government shot him in the fucking head using a black guy.
John F. Kennedy came back to life
Typical.
and shot him.
Was Malcolm X? He was before. No,
He was after
60
68
yeah,
or something. I think him and MLK died like
Yeah, when
similar
was
time.
Milk? When did he die?
Milk died
Not
in-
Harvey Milk.
Milk died in
Milk.
68 in Memphis, I believe.
And Malcolm X was 69.
I think he was 68 or 69. Yeah, they were around the same time.
Isn't that crazy? They just killed him.
they
like
got it all
killed
out of the way at the
Epstein.
same time.
I think
At
it's
least
great.
they kill the bad guys now. It's like, yeah, Epstein was murdered in prison. It's like, well, yeah, this wasn't fucking MLK. Like they were
Yeah.
killing the good guys back in the day.
Yeah, well, now like, you know.
I didn't mean to call Malcolm X the biggest racist. That was being funny.
No, he was. But
We
he
all
was-
know that it's Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yeah, yeah. I love asking Jewish people if their like parents are big Netanyahu fans. I don't know why.
What kind of responses do you get?
Sometimes I get. Well, I always get a real. I'll get a laugh and then the real answer.
I saw something that said 83% of Israelis like the war in Iran, which made me
Yeah.
sad.
I like.
Because this whole time
I
it's
like
like,
the
it's
war.
not.
it
Israel's
could just
actually
be that they
against what they're
like
doing in
war.
Gaza, and I'm like, okay. And then
They might not be this one specifically. They might just like war.
You know what I like about war though, because when we didn't have war.
new Call of Duty.
No, but when we didn't have war,
The
people get,
recruitment ads get good again.
the more war we have, the less people care when you say retarded. You ever notice that?
Yeah, that's true.
That
is
because
very
like whenever
true.
there's the
There are
most
bigger
war,
problems.
people don't care when you say retarded. People,
Yeah.
there's no Me Too stuff going on.
Right.
The only reason the Me Too movement and the retarded thing because there's no wars.
Like children are getting pulled out of Sunday school and getting deported. Yeah, that's fucking gay.
Yeah, that's fucking gay and retarded. And,
Oh yeah, that's so fucking gay.
yeah, it's so gay and fruity.
retarded.
And retarded. And
Man, those
stupid.
ice fags.
Those mongoloid ice fucking fag retard fucking
yeah.
gooks.
Whoa!
No,
You're thinking of rice.
I'm calling the white people gooks.
That was good, Mac.
What'd you say?
That was really good.
No, we don't
He
repeat
doesn't
jokes.
have to say
Wait,
it
what did you
again.
say?
You said you're thinking of rice.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
pretty good, Mac.
Rice. That is good.
We are not a racist podcast.
No.
I'm not being racist.
Sometimes you
I'm
just
saying
dip into
I
the
was saying
racial.
I was saying people war makes people not care about words
Yeah.
because
Or like law, international law.
or just like dumb shit where it's
What does
like
that even mean, international law?
It's some fake thing
That
that liberals
means nothing
invented.
to me.
yeah, bro. That's
It's just not real. It's not a real thing. There's not a global police. Is international law Christianity?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because that
God's
I can get
law?
into.
yeah. We didn't
Intergalactic
separate
law.
church and state yet.
Yeah.
It is the religion is law.
Yeah. Well, like dates or religious law.
Damn, that actually should be a thing though. We should pick a religion to just choose the law.
I think that's why battles are
I
fought.
think New York City just did.
Yeah, dude, I want to do rock paper scissors with the muzzies.
Yeah.
I want to do muzz.
Damn, that would suck. Best of 7 RPS to find out the main religion.
Oh man, who do you think would win?
Do
that?
they have different
I
versions?
think Christianity because God is a Christian.
Yeah, but what section of Christianity? Because they would have to divide it.
God is not Christian.
I think
God's a
Mormons are the most correct.
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ace Bailey. They got
They're
Ace.
Yeah, they got
Beyond
Ace
all
now.
odds, they got Ace Bailey.
They got
That's
Ace
kind of
Bailey.
divine intervention.
Yeah.
Ace Bailey could have gone to plenty of Muslim cities like Philadelphia or
Well, actually,
Dallas.
you know what's interesting is they're the seeking sister husband, but like every other state is the seeking brother husband state.
Yeah.
Like LA is the seeking brother husband state.
Yeah, that's true.
They're the seeking sister husband.
Is that where?
But the HMS Terror got stuck in ice.
Like this podcast, it got stuck in the ice.
Nah, dude, we're cooking. We're cooking right now.
Yeah, the real shipwreck has some crazy like preserved corpses from it. That's like the spookiest thing.
I don't know if
Or
it
they
has
got
a
cum
whole
all
lot,
over
but
them.
There's
it
a
basically
few
was
that
like the
look
big
like they
thing.
died like 2 days ago.
There was a bunch
really?
of
They have fresh corpses.
yeah,
from-
'cause it's so cold.
Yeah,
up
they've been
there.
buried under like
1800s?
permafrost.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
like the expeditions
Freezers
after
work.
it. One of the really interesting things is Good Sir.
What was this shipwreck called again? I want to see the pictures of the
HMS Terror.
HMS Terror.
Yeah, the
That's what they get for naming it that too.
One of the
Should've named it
surgeons-
Good friendly time. No one dies.
the surgeon on how are you gonna name a fucking ship Terror too? That's insane. That's like asking to have an AMC original
like that
series made
was-
about you.
Well, maybe that's what he was planning.
Yeah, it could be.
What was the name of Blackbeard's ship?
Steve Harvey. No, I don't know.
Blackbeard, probably a Hellcat.
Damn.
the SS, whatever.
Wait, 1830. Wow, 18.
Whatever.
Blackbeard. What?
1813.
A Michelle Obama?
Damn, this is 200. This is 200 years ago.
What? Oh,
1813.
1813.
Isn't that wild?
I thought it was more recent than that. There were a bunch of expeditions to try to find it, and those are really interesting too, because like the people's brothers like went and tried to find the ship. Something that because we were watching the show last night, and it's like it's pretty intense and it's pretty heavy. So I was like,
Whoa.
why don't we go to bed?
Those do look like
Yeah,
kind
that's
of.
pretty
yeah.
new. Those are fresh.
Yeah, maybe we'll put them up on the video. I don't know. You probably can't do that.
Show dead bodies.
Show dead bodies.
Oh, sorry.
Remember the mummy at the
Who cares?
the mummy at the Natural History Museum in Philadelphia?
Oh yeah.
That scared the
Yeah, that was
shit out of
spooky.
me. Which is fair.
Do you remember that?
You're seeing a dead body.
Going to the Museum of Natural History in
No,
Philly.
I don't think I did that.
You
Dude,
never
this
went
is-
there?
That store rocks.
This is so
The dinosaur
creepy, bro.
store?
You'd walk in and be like, "Whoa, all these dinosaurs! That's so cool, Tyrannosaurus X!" And then you go up one flight, and you're like,
Tyrannosaurus X.
There's a dead motherfucking.
Dude, this is insane.
There's
These
a dead.
look
Middle
at the
Easterner over
bones.
there.
these all have full teeth. Like,
I was like, we
All
did
the
it. We
teeth
got
in.
Bin Laden.
Well, because they didn't have fluoride in the water back then.
oh
so their
my
teeth were-
fucking god, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, mummified preserved body is very, very scary to me.
Dude, that
yeah, that's the spookiest thing. And then I think they did testing on these people, and
They were able to find a lot. And there's an expedition in like the 1850s, and then like the early 1900s, and then people stopped caring about it because there was like world wars happening.
also,
And then when Bill Clinton became president, we were like, let's fucking go figure out what actually happened up there.
and then we did figure out what
Yeah, we
goes
figured
on
out a
under the
lot.
Arctic, and now it's illegal. You'll get shot if you
Yeah.
go near the Arctic circles.
The Arctic is evil. It's scary up there.
yeah, bro, it's too cold.
It's really scary.
yeah, it's like colder than here.
And it's not like land. It's like all ice.
There's also all that buried alien technology.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Ooh, I was listening to a lot of Alex Jones because of the situation in the Middle East, the Persian situation.
Gotta watch the news.
So I was watching the news, and he had a controversial figure on Nick Fuentes,
Oh, yeah.
he's like a
Very
he's like a
controversial.
Catholic white supremacist.
Yeah.
Which everyone can have their opinion. Malcolm X had his opinions. Nick Fuentes has his
Yeah.
opinions. But
Yeah,
Alex
that's
Jones
how
made
that
sure to
works.
be like, if you are like a Nazi, if you liked Hitler, like you're an idiot. Hitler was evil. And he said something that it was the most like, you got to tell this to like Kanye. Oh, because he was getting on Laura Loomer, because Laura Loomer called Tucker Carlson. This is a right wing podcast, or it's like a comment. We're not right wing, but like this is commenting on right wing happenings because no one
Yeah.
talks about it. Tucker Carlson is very against what Israel's doing. So Laura Loomer called Tucker Carlson a Nazi. Meanwhile, Laura Loomer is like hanging out with Kanye West.
Oh.
And so
Is
he was
Laura
like,
Loomer the only person in history to get plastic surgery to look more Jewish.
Yeah. But Alex Jones was coming after her, and he was like, if you like saying you like Hitler is just stupid. Like, it's beyond dumb. It's not even like funny or like, because what did he say? He described Hitler as a goofy occultist or something. Like the way he
fair.
described
that
him,
is very
it's
fair.
like not an anti-Semite, not a fascist. He's like, he's a goofy occultist, and that's like the worst thing about Hitler. I was like, yeah, he is a fucking dumbass.
Tucker Carlson said that?
No, Alex Jones did.
Oh, yeah. Alex Jones needed to say that. You know what I mean? Like, he's like one of those guys where people go, he might like Hitler.
Oh no! If anyone who's ever listened to Alex Jones,
I know. I'm saying people who don't listen to him. Okay. I'm saying like
I think that people who had never heard Alex Jones would assume that he was very pro Hitler.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So he does need to say that.
I just spilled all over myself.
The funniest thing you ever told me about him was the sports thing, where he said watching sports.
He still thinks that.
But what did he say? Watching sport. Alex Jones said, "Watching sports makes you what?"
It just makes you dumb and fat.
Yeah.
And he's like, there are things that we need to care about, and people are too busy watching football.
And he's the craziest fat guy. I remember that was so funny.
Yeah.
Just he's like, it makes you fat, dumb, and crazy. And he's just like,
the funny thing that he does is he's like very anti watching sports, but then he'll bring up sports all the time, and like he'll also he'll compare things to like Star Wars, he's like, we have the papers to the Death Star. They told us the plans.
Yeah.
It's like, and he'll be talking about like the deep state.
Yeah, he'll be like, it's like Tyrese Haliburton's Achilles. That's what the left is like right now. I'm like, you clearly watch sports.
Yeah. Oh, that was sad.
Sports make you fat and stupid and gay, but oh man, that SGA should not have won him. Jokic got robbed.
He's not even from here. He's Canadian.
Yeah, Jokic got robbed. Even though Jokic isn't from here either, he had way more assists. He's way more well-rounded player.
I was watching Game 7 live, and my girlfriend didn't understand me getting a little bit emotional seeing Tyrese Haliburton's leg explode and him being like, he falls on the ground and he's like, that was because it's like, and she's like, you don't even like them. I'm like, yeah, but I just watched a man. Every single person who's ever played a sport is like, my dream, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and I'm the best player on the team. And his leg exploded. And he was doing well. He had like 7 points.
I think he still finished the game with the most 3-pointers of anyone. And
he started the game with like 4 3-pointers immediately, and then his leg exploded. And he just immediately starts crying like, no, this can't be happening. I'm like, oh, she didn't understand. Heartbreaking.
She didn't understand why that would be heartbreaking.
You should have been like, babe, it's like if you were at Sephora and they were out of makeup.
On your birthday.
On your birthday.
And you have discount.
It's your birthday.
Oh, no.
It's your 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Discount code.
It's your 30th birthday and I'm sick, so we can't go to dinner that night.
Yeah, we can't go to the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah. Sephora's closed.
It is funny a woman not being able to understand like a man tearing his Achilles and crying. When women cry about so much less.
The run of people's legs exploding was a lot this year.
Oh yeah,
it was like
they asked Adam Silver about that.
Yeah, they were grilling him. They're like, "What are you going to do?" And he was like, "We're going to use AI to decide why this is happening so much.
We're going to give half of our proceeds to the defense of a Middle Eastern country that I won't say."
They were like, "Adam, Mr. Silver, sir, what are we going to do about all these leg injuries?" And he was like, "I think what we'll do is sleep in a coffin and only emerge at night to drink the blood of the innocent."
Jason Tatum went down.
I think it's up for China to decide. They own this entire league. I think whatever China wants, China gets.
Yeah.
We got plenty of ACLs in a warehouse in China.
Viewership has been down.
That would be
that's because Iran is 2 weeks away from having a nuke.
That's because Hong Kong is trying to escape from China.
Not only should they legalize steroids in sports, they should also like harvest organs from Chinese peasants and give them to our best athletes when they need them.
Oh yeah, Yao Ming.
I did have I had someone DM me on Instagram. They were like, "I think I'm done with liberals." It's this guy I know from New York, and I was like, "Don't say that." Oh my god! Because this week I literally was like, I'm not gonna watch the news anymore, and by the news I mean the Sandy Hook channel or whatever.
Yeah.
And just immediately having someone reach out and be like, I gotta get in on this. I'm like, it's just ignore it.
You're
have
too
a good
late,
summer,
bro.
dude. Me and Cody were
Hags.
driving to the gym. We were like, let's just have a good summer. Let's ignore all.
Yeah,
this
hags,
shit.
have a good summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, write in people's yearbooks.
Yeah.
Go to a high school, write in everybody's yearbook.
Yeah, zogs.
Hags. Yeah, have a good
Hags.
summer. Only do it to
Karl
like the
Malone.
guys.
Hags, not zogs.
Yeah, so people don't know it's sexual. Just do it to the guys and
That's
the
a
teachers.
crazy one you hear like the
Hags.
most liberal people say now.
Zionist occupying.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
David Duke.
yeah, crazy.
I mean, I agree and everything, but like, what the hell?
Yeah, bro. Well, it's crazy that a person finally reached out to you, be like, "I'm sick of liberal." I'm like, "Have you not been following anything for 10 years?"
Yeah, they were like, I voted for Harris. And I was like, listen, man, just keep doing that.
Getting red
Just
pilled.
keep being a left of center. That's the way to be.
Getting red pilled in 2025 is like the most pathetic thing I've ever seen.
I was locked in my house for 2.5 years and had to do medical stuff that I didn't want to do.
You didn't have to do anything.
That's fine. I'm gonna keep it up.
You literally, because if you just got red pilled after voting for Kamala Harris, it's like you're fucking.
That is crazy.
I don't know what.
Better
red
late than
pilling
never.
is.
I know a
Yeah.
guy who was he was doing Antifa shit, like causing a mess.
Oh,
then
God.
he voted for Trump and then was kind of getting into some groups that I wouldn't associate with on that side.
Oh,
then he
geez.
was back at the ICE protests, like doing shit.
Oh,
Like
damn.
he just goes with whatever side is craziest.
Oh, and that was the other thing. This guy was like, and these Palestine protests are getting crazy. I was like, yeah, I mean, they are doing some bad stuff. Like, if there's a protest in my life to be like, I get it. It's the Palestine stuff.
I don't really get it here though.
No, that's what I said. I was like, well,
Yeah.
who are you?
I mean, because
I get it here. I get it in like Beverly Hills. But I don't get it.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, people in California pissed about Israel Palestine. I'm like, bruh, that shit's far away. Shit's fucking nobody. You don't know anybody who lives in either thing.
Right. Well, I think the
Clean your room,
highest-
wash your penis, and then start worrying about Israel Palestine.
Go to the gym, wash your penis, get
Yeah.
a good haircut.
Yeah, wash
Don't-
your penis,
don't-
get a haircut. Yeah, because people
Wash
talk.
your penis.
I do think it can become too much. Like you become obsessed with the problems of the world. It turns out there's a lot of them.
Well, I've heard people be like, people be being like, oh, well, that's my privilege to not care about it. It's like,
Yes, it is.
yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah. It's also your privilege to not be assigned to ship duty on the HMS Terror 200 years ago.
I don't even have to eat my crewmates.
Yeah.
That's those bodies are crazy.
That's
bro.
what I kept saying to my girlfriend. I was like, you think our lives are not fun? We could be frozen alive, and there could be a fucking Inuit spirit.
We
Yeti
frozen
trying-
alive for 200 years.
I kind of
Still
believe.
alive.
I kind of believe that in the ghost.
I don't not believe in that fucking scary Native American shit.
I didn't see the show, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was CGI. It looked like shit.
They couldn't get
They
the real
revealed it.
ghost.
I was like, just don't
This
show
is such.
it.
They're not even using real
They're not
ghosts. They're using
casting real ghosts
CGI.
anymore.
Yeah, dude, Casper.
crazy.
Casper has been.
They
Shit
got to
since
do.
The 90s.
They got to do what they did in Poltergeist. Use the real human skeletons. Was that
Oh,
real?
yeah,
I don't know. That's
actually-
one of those
that's pretty
things you hear
disrespectful.
about movies.
I watched Jaws for the first time.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was one of
How'd
those
you like
movies
it?
where it's like, I don't think I've ever actually watched this all the way through. Because like, I watched it, I knew the movie beat for beat, but I was like, I've never watched this.
Dude, is it incredible?
It's really good.
You ready to
That's like
go
one of the best
night
movies of all
swimming?
time.
My dad was like, it probably doesn't hold up. Shark looks fake. And I was like,
Yeah, but the shark's in it for
I was like,
20.
the shark actually looks real
Shark looks
compared to
fake.
like the Meg.
Dude, the
Yeah,
shark.
you're right.
The shark looks real, and it's not a big part of the movie. It's like the end of.
They didn't even
Yeah.
get the
it's
real
mostly the
Meg.
fear. Like it's the fear of the.
You know
shark.
what
Well, it does a
movie
good
I've
job
never
of hiding
seen?
the monster for a
The
long
movie I've never seen is Jaws 2. How does the
I heard
shark
that's
come
awful.
back?
It's a different one.
It's just a different shark.
How does Jaws come back?
Yeah.
No, they
Is it
blew
Jaws'
him the
son?
fuck
Is it
up.
a different Jaws?
He's a ghost,
bro.
he's a
He's a ghost.
he's a native ghost.
He's a native ghost who comes to us in our dreams.
Is there a
He tells
Jaws
us we're actually trans and
3?
gay.
Yeah, Jaws 3
They're
starring Michael
making
Caine.
they're making another
Michael Caine's in Jaws 3.
really?
Yeah, and he said it. People were like, "Was that your biggest career mistake?" He's like, "No, I needed money and I got paid."
No, yeah, that's good.
He's like,
I
yeah,
like
the movie's
awesome.
bad.
Well, because he was already like an actor by then. Like he'd been in stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
No,
when did
he was
Jaws
a
3
success-
come
he
out?
was a
Like
successful
1985?
I don't know.
No, I think late late 80s. Matt,
When did Jaws
85
3
sounds about
come
right.
out?
look it up. I think 85 is pretty
Jaws
good.
3. I know Jaws 2 came
Before
out.
Well, because
Godfather
Jaws 1
3.
was what, 78, 79?
I don't know. Ask Matt.
Jaws 3. You want Jaws 3? Oh, 83.
Ooh. Oh, so they pumped them out. They were like, this has to be the summer movie every year.
Look at
The people demand more Jaws movie.
Look at this.
Jaws 3.
They couldn't make it look
When did
even
Superman 3 come out? Was that also 1983?
I think that was 82.
Who's the bad guy in Superman 3?
The computer.
Obama.
Oh, yeah, Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
I have a Superman 3
The
poster.
blackmail. they blackmail Superman.
Shit.
Yeah, well,
Oh, 83.
Okay.
Yep.
83. Wow.
Yeah.
That was a big year for 3 movies
Yeah, bro.
that were good.
Yeah, Richard Pryor.
I think we live in the late 70s right now.
We might. We've been trying to break into
we're
the
in
new
a
80s.
kerfuffle with Iran. That's pretty late 70s type, early 80s type shit.
Everyone's mad at the president. Kids are dressing like shit and smoking pot. Everyone's mad at the president.
Yeah. You're allowed to be mad at him.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Don't be mad.
I'm done with liberals, bro.
That is a hilarious text to get. I'm done with liberals.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah.
Well, have fun.
You live in the West.
I actually think that we all are part of the human tribe, and we should all get along.
Yeah,
with
we're
each
the
other.
human tribe.
I was thinking that too.
You know what? I'm a little bit of a centrist.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's what I told him. I was like, just
you
be
know,
centrist. Like, that's smart.
Democrats, Republicans, they're all fucking idiots.
I did actually. I was talking to. I was on my way to the DMV in downtown Santa Monica, but I couldn't get there because a guy shot a cop.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
talk about that. I've got an interesting story to tell too, I guess, with the van.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that guy was trapped in a van.
Oh, yeah.
Did you tell Matt about that too?
Did I tell you about this?
I'm not sure.
Have I already told both of you?
You told me about it.
Oh,
You gotta
well, then who
not. You
cares?
can't.
I gotta
blow
save
your
the best
load on my
stories for the
story. Yeah.
podcast.
This is a good. You tell the story.
Well, now I don't
Oh well,
really
I
feel
was
like
supposed
it.
to get shot yesterday, and I didn't. I was.
Let's do shot and then van.
The shooting happened
all right.
on the block that I was supposed to be on. If I was there 30 minutes earlier, I would. It wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have been like, "Officer, get down," and I would have done the John Travolta and Face Off thing where I leap over him, steal his gun, and then shoot the criminal.
Did they make a Disney Channel movie about the 3rd Street Promenade shooting? Or am I...
They made one about 9/11, so
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you would
I
just run into police.
It was
and
like
couldn't
30 cop
move.
cars, and then I was just whenever there's something really bad happening, that's how I would be on 9/11. I'd be like, "Oh, fucking subway's delayed." I would just be pissed at the thing happening.
yeah, you'd be like, "What?
Yeah.
I want a hot dog from that building.
The best hot dog cart is in between the
I want
World
a
Trade
fucking
Centers.
hot dog from the 13th floor.
Yeah,
That's the best fucking hot dogs.
There's
up
a
there.
Wetzel's Pretzels on the 90th floor of the World Trade Center.
Yeah, I just want a fucking hot dog with mustard. There's no hot dog with mustard near
Yeah.
my house. I want to go to the fucking World Trade Center.
Oh,
Go
great.
at the top of it.
My
What's
day's
next?
ruined.
A Muslim mayor?
What's next? A second plane?
Oh, how could this get
How
any
could this day
fucking
get any
worse?
fucking
Hey, what's
worse?
next? They're gonna get the Pentagon or some shit. I can't eat a hot dog there either. I was gonna eat a hot dog on top of the World
Do
Trade
we
Yeah,
gotta
go
go
into
to
the
war
World
forever
Trade
now, or
Center.
can I get a hot dog or what?
The second plane flies into it, and you're like, "Oh, what the fuck? I guess I'll have to drive to Washington."
I guess
and
I'll
get a hot dog from
I
there."
guess I'll have to get a hot dog in
What?
Building 7.
Oh,
It's the-
fine. I'll go to the middle of a field in
It's
Pennsylvania.
2001. There's only one hot dog place per state at all.
Yeah. People forget that was kind
Yeah.
of pre the explosion of hot dogs.
Obama popularized
are
hot
every-
dogs and cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
people
no hot
forget.
dogs. In 2001, there's a one hot dog place. That's why the World Trade
You
Center.
spent $19,000 on hot dogs as the president?
Well, they were from the World Trade Center.
They were black and white hot dogs. They're all different colors. Yeah, but no, people do forget about that. Hot dogs were only in Just one per state. You couldn't sell them.
Yeah.
Well, it was the baseball stadium of every city.
That's why 9/11
Well, it's because if there was
sad.
more than one wiener in a state, there's the risk of gay marriage.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is also
exactly. That's
not
right.
allowed.
Actually, this might sound fucked up, but isn't it fucked up that they legalized like gay marriage everywhere before like weed? Because it's like
which
because it's like weed
predicted
grows from the
happened?
ground. Being gay is just wrong.
Well, that comes from the ground if you think that hell
Right.
is really deep in earth.
Comes from deep beneath the earth.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, interesting.
Because
Yeah,
I
that's a good
was
point.
thinking about all the things that were
A
illegal.
lot of people don't know that Jesus smoked weed.
Because my friend came from Austin yesterday. He was here for the
That's why
day.
he got drafted.
The Gutenberg Bible was printed on hemp
Exactly.
paper.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. You can't smoke weed in Texas, but you can have gay sex with a man. Is that crazy?
Yeah. Peter trying to attack the Roman soldiers arresting Christ for being high, and he's like, "Nah, man, don't bother. I'll make bail." And then they crucify him.
What'd he die on? A tree, bro.
And it's a and he's in the Middle East.
Yeah.
They do not like drugs over there, and that's why.
Oh, yeah.
What if that's literally
He
the
died-
start of
he died
Christianity? It's
mid-
because
The mids east.
Christ was smoking
Yeah,
weed.
Christ was a
Smoking
pothead.
mids.
That
Yeah.
sounds like
That's a Rogan.
That sounds
thing.
like it sounds like a '90s thing.
What
That sounds like a bit Bill Hicks would say after he
That's-
died from pancreatic cancer after smoking too much.
No, we know Bill Hicks became Alex Jones.
Yeah, his trajectory was so.
Have
funny.
you heard that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his trajectory is so funny because he got cancer. He's like, "Well, I'm going to wear a cowboy hat and talk about the war."
Might as well.
Yeah, he's like, but what's so funny is everything that was edgy then is so tame now. He's like, we're just human beings, man, and
Yeah.
I just want to smoke weed and go about my business. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's like, oh, you have it all together.
yeah, and this is just this would just be like your uncle
baseline,
now.
yeah.
It's just be your uncle now saying this.
Yeah, more
You're
like Bill Hack.
yeah, I'm glad he's dead, but but yeah, no. But what's crazy is he kept smoking cigarettes while having pancreatic cancer, and he's like, yeah, dude,
That's
I don't have no idea why I'm dying. It's just crazy.
No,
Wouldn't you
sign
at that
of
point?
power.
What?
Wouldn't you at that point? Like if you had
Yeah, I guess.
late stage cancer.
If someone
wouldn't
was
you
like,
In the
your
90s
liver
too.
is failing and you're gonna die, I'd be like, all right.
Well, I guess in the '90s too.
Time to
'90s, everything was. There's no medicine back. Like, if you got AIDS,
But
you
there
were
weren't
fucked.
hot dogs. There was no medicine.
Yeah, well, there's no hot dogs, and he got AIDS because you're like, not only is there not a cure or medication for HIV, I can only get a hot dog in one part of the city.
Yeah, you're dying in the 90s and you're like, I just want to stick around to wait out
What's-
to see Jaws 4.
Yeah.
What's worse, being a finance guy, being an artist, having AIDS, or not being able to get a hot dog?
Yeah. I think being a failed artist is worse than all of them. Yeah, when Magic Johnson got AIDS, he was like, fuck, Melrose, that place on Melrose is the only place I can get a hot dog, but it's so far from the stadium
I'm so tired all the time from having HIV.
and not getting hot dogs, bro.
Was he
The hot dogs
symptomless?
What?
No, he was like sick.
His points per
He like
game
had
was
the
dropping off.
Well, I think there was something that happened where he had to like sit out for a week or something. And they were like,
Isaiah
you
Thomas
should have
fucked
gotten
him in
over the
ass.
flu.
That's how I got it.
You should be over this flu by now. Have you been fucking Isaiah Thomas?
The NBA was so much tougher in the 80s. We used to fuck each other,
Yeah.
give each other AIDS.
Yeah, well,
And now
I've
they
seen,
travel.
I've seen I've showed you guys the photos of him and Isaiah Thomas kissing from multiple angles, right?
Yeah. I've also seen
Yeah, bro.
pictures of Steph
Wow.
Curry and LeBron James making out. I've
Yeah.
seen pictures of Donald Trump and Biden making out.
Yeah, I've seen
Will
ones-
Smith eating a plate of spaghetti,
Yeah, Drake and
which we know you
Taylor
would never
Swift
do.
having group sex
Oh,
in
yes.
Kansas City. That was
That
the
set AI
tipping
backwards
point.
because they had to put
They regulated
additional
it,
caps
yeah.
on what it could do.
Wait, so what happened? What was it?
Around last year's Super Bowl, there was like a bunch of pictures going around of Taylor Swift, AI Taylor Swift, allegedly,
Yeah, allegedly
Yeah, yeah.
these were
getting like
doctored or something.
gangbanged by Kansas City Chiefs fans.
by the whole
Oh.
stadium.
And then the federal government was like, "You're not allowed to do this anymore."
Oh man. Imagine how powerful you have to be as a musician for the government,
The government
to step in.
Well, at
for
the
AI.
time, it was a a government controlling Taylor Swift, so they're like, she's our asset. We can't have her diminished by thinking she's getting
that
gangbanged
horse-faced
by a
bitch.
bunch of people from Missouri.
That horse-faced bitch is our number one asset.
They made the Joe Biden gangbang pics illegal as well.
Yeah. What are we at?
That's about an hour.
Nice. About an hour?
Well, we might trim the top.
Okay.
So, well, maybe to round this off, so who would be the best AI celebrity gangbang? Obama would be the most realistic one.
Yeah, the best.
The Shah of Iran and Netanyahu. He's not Shah anymore. What is he?
Shouty.
He's the supreme leader.
He's the Shouty.
Shouty.
From Shou to Shouty.
Yeah.
That would be the name of the gangbang.
I'm from Iran.
Yeah, sorry I don't have an
Iran.
answer to this at the top of my head.
No, it's all good, bro. It's a
That's
tough
what
question.
happened. That's how you know that things were going to pop off with Iran, is that people were calling it Iran and no one was correcting them. It's the same thing with like, oh, you can just say retard now because the Third World War is happening.
Oh, yeah.
You can just say Iran because if someone's correcting you, you're like, we're gonna nuke, nukes are gonna fly. I don't care about how to fucking say it.
Yeah.
It's actually pronounced Iran.
You're like, how am I acting like Hitler? You know? How am I acting like Hitler? When I'm a man?
I don't really feel like telling the Van story to two guys who've already heard it, I guess.
No, we already heard it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
That's how it'd be. Oh, it's overcast. Is it a little overcast?
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah.
Are we at an hour?
Weather turn?
Yeah, that's about it
All
for
right,
this week.
you guys got any plugs, bro? You guys got anything coming up?
Follow Instagram.
Follow Instagram,
Yeah, do you have
Twitter.
any shows? Just in case?
Nothing cool coming up. Nothing worth plugging.
Yeah, I had a guy at the gym
take
ask me,
this
he's
shit
like, what do you
on
have
the
going
road.
on coming up? I'm like, hopefully I book another commercial.
Oh yeah, we got it. So,
Ooh, that's true. I could talk about the commercial. My commercial.
Yeah, your
came out.
commercial.
yeah,
They drop
what
food
was it?
everywhere.
What was it? Yeah, what
I
was
don't know
that?
what it's fucking for. I have no idea. It's some fucking tech
Some
thing.
AI company.
Oh yeah,
don't
how much
know.
did they pay you?
You should ask them about this Taylor Swift
Was
image.
it over or under?
Maybe they still have
10K?
copies.
Oh, under.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a big one.
Oh, okay. I like pocket watching. I like literally people talk about something.
Yeah,
like,
guys, how much money
was
did you
it?
guys make this week?
Yeah, I'm like, how much money was that? I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
Well, let's just say I need
just
to
wanna log
book 10 more to be able to keep living here.
What'd you say?
I bet it all on no World War III, and I'm up.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're currently in the kinetic part of World War III, and we're moving ships into the South
So
China
there's
Sea.
been constant conflict globally for my entire life. I wouldn't call it World War III.
Actually,
Yeah.
Alex Jones calls it World War IV. World War III was the Cold War. Anyway, I think we're done.
Yeah. If I had ever interviewed Netanyahu, I'd say, hey, how much do you make? I'd be like,
The country
how
I
much you
live
make per
in
day?
has been at war with the world for my whole life.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't call it a world war.
I think we're in World War II.
Yeah, I think we've been in
that's
World
I
War
think it
That's
never
a hot
ended.
take.
I don't think it ever ended.
Yeah, just one part ended in Argentina. where
We're in
they just
World
all
War
moved
II
there.
Part 2.
Actually, you kind of look like a German guy who just moved to Argentina.
Me?
Yeah, like you're kind of dressed
Like one guy?
Well, I'm saying you're kind of dressed like a former German who's trying to look Latino as possible.
I did see a
That
graph.
is what I'm trying to
it
do.
was
Yeah.
it was a chart of the
Hola, mi amigos.
it was a chart of the
Estoy
global
not
map,
ice. You can trust me.
and it was like what countries nukes, like the range that they have, and for Israel's, they just can't reach South America, and so they can't hit Argentina. It's like they knew. Well,
Yeah,
they
interesting
knew.
positioning.
Yeah,
Anyway, if you don't want to get nuked by Israel, move to Argentina.
yeah, bro. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully this gets hopefully the views pick up.
Time to pee.